What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Here we are in a Volvo. I've been trying to get Aerodeath's mod to work for quite some time. I finally got it to work, so we are in the VNL 670, I believe is what it's called. I think I always go too soon. Let's see if I can get in here. I don't think that was too soon. I think that was too late. Possibly. Truck seems rather quiet, but... Whoa! Hello. Let's see. What's happening here? I don't know if advanced coupling works on this particular truck, but we're going to try again. A little off. Nothing. There we go. Took a little bit of finessing. Alright, see if we're connected. Switch gears to low, or first gear, I mean. We got it. Connect. As you can see, it's what I do with most of my truck, except I put the windshield that's super tinted. You can't tell that from the inside, and then the headlights are tinted as well, because I like my black. I still went with the Alcoa rims, and then the lights are pretty normal. Not too much, not too little. Those are the headlights coming through. Alright, 3:16 p.m. Austin 316 says, I just whooped you. Beep! So, I'm going to get out of here and go left. Whoa, that's close. I'm not really used to this truck. We haven't driven it for quite some time. So, I'm trying to get back used to it again. So I might be all over the road, but to me it seems... Whoa! To me the game seems pretty quiet, but turn it up a little bit. I didn't when I was recording previously to starting the game. I did a little test to check the sound, and it seemed fine. I don't know, it could be my headphones, it could be just this truck in particular just has a quiet motor. I haven't used this motor for quite some time, so they could have updated it, did some things with it. It's like, I think it's called like the DG or DG16 or something like that. I couldn't get the PACCAR motor to work. No sound was coming out of it, so I decided to not use that specific motor, obviously, because it would just sound electric. These brakes are really good. I outfitted a Freightliner XL. Of course, it's black. I gotta get all the way over here. I thought we were making a... Luckily we're clear. I thought we were making a left-hand turn, but making a sharp right. Too high. So once we get out of the city here, I'll talk to you guys some more and get off of these curbs. Finally get to see some planes in the air. Guess we had to come to Vegas to see planes, because where we were, there weren't any planes. The truck physics on this truck, I ran that red, but I don't have traffic offenses on. The truck physics on this truck, not this game, this truck, feel pretty good. I don't know, it feels like there's more bumping and more truck rolling, if you will. Get into this lane. Come on, get over. There's a helicopter above me and there's a helicopter over there. Or maybe it's just that one over there that's super loud. I think it was just that one over there. Are we in 16? Oh, wait. 17. I think I'll keep it at 17 since we're going to be going up some hills here. So I recently purchased a shifter for this game in particular. I wanted the original SKRS shifter, but unfortunately the makers of that aren't making anymore. That was a Kickstarter at first, and then turned into, they got enough money to make. I don't think they got their goal, but they got on the rumble strips. They did make. I don't have a number, but they did make a number of them, and a lot of people did get them. But by the time I got around to wanting to purchase one, or having the money to purchase one, because the SKRS shifter was like $200-300, maybe more than that. But it did have the Eaton Fuller H pattern. It had the pattern of which gear to go into, and or which gears, as normal cars would have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reverse, whatever. The Eaton Fuller had the same as, so it had RL or LL, low high, one low, one high, etc. So I looked at a few reviews of some other shifters, because I really didn't think that they had any others out. Apparently, a company called SimuRide, SIMU Ride, made a similar SKRS shifter. If you Google that, you'll see what I'm talking about. And it's basically, it is Eaton Fuller with a shifter with the range and the splitter. The truck sounds are a lot more awesome. I just noticed that. It doesn't have the awesomeness of the SKRS original shifter, but somebody came out with one similar. I only paid $111. Shipping and handling was $3.99. It should get here in about 7 days. Well, they say 7 days, but they already shipped it according to the tracking, and it's already on its way from believe it's South Carolina, so it's got to come pretty far. But it was inexpensive. Well, compared to the other one, it was a third of the price. They did have an optional button. So the range, I'm probably going to stop up here. Yeah. So the range and the splitter buttons were in the same spot, well, to what they are on a real shifter. I'll probably have to make a video, like a vlog, just to show you guys what I'm talking about. Or show you guys, like, not really an unboxing, but just show you guys, you know, what the shifter looks like. I'll probably do something like that, just to show you guys. But in the meantime, since I don't have it, they did have an option to, let me just weigh myself here, enter 54,469 pounds. So if you had your hand on a shifter, just, you know, like you would normally if you've ever driven a manual transmission vehicle, it would be where your right thumb would be. There would be a button right there, but they say that there's a button, they had a button and they had a switch. I personally wouldn't want one there, because the button, I would think I would like rest my finger on and just keep pushing down whatever button I assigned to it. And the switch was, you know, cool. It had like an on-off. It's like an on-off switch, just like you would see, like one of those mini on-off auxiliary switches that you would put in a car for like fog lights or something like that. Not that it already came with said fog lights, but I gotta get over. Like one of those switches that you would buy, like, whoa, at AutoZone or an auto parts store. It's just a little mini on-off switch. That would be cool for like a Jake brake or possibly a horn. If anything that I could think of, it would probably be, like I said, it would probably be where I would put my Jake brake. But I'm fine with having the Jake brake where it's at on my steering wheel. I'm still turning. I'm fine having it where it's at on the steering wheel. I don't have a problem. I mean, I could have spent 10 more bucks and got the button, but like I said, I thought it would be in the way too much. So I just, you know, like I said, I decided not to get it. It wasn't because of a price issue or anything like that. It was just, like I said, it was only 10 bucks more, but I just didn't like the placement of it. But I don't think they could have really put it anywhere else on the shifter itself without it being in the way, just in general in the way, because they got one on the front, and then they got the one on the side. So I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit, get myself used to it. So because right now, as you guys can see, I do shift through the gears. I do use my G29. Like you guys know, I've had my pedals and my shifter and my steering wheel for quite some time now. But having an actual shifter, it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to it, but I don't think it should take that much time. Maybe an episode or two. It comes with a 6-foot long USB cable, so I can just plug it into I'm gonna have to use the back of my PC, because I use up the front for my headphones and the G29 power, or the power. So I have no, I mean, it's 6 foot long, so it should fit just fine. And then I was looking into another game, which is, it's been out for a while actually. It's called Fernbus Simulator. I think it's in Germany, and just like Simulator of American Truck, you drive a bus around. You pick up passengers, you validate their tickets, and then you let them on the bus, and they don't really talk or anything, but you have to get them from one point to another. There's no awesome backing up, but it is a simulator game, so it does fit in the genre of games that I tend to play. Turn on our lights. I tried to get the U.S. expansion to play, U.S. California expansion map to work. It kept crashing my game, so right after I took it out, it worked just fine. I thought it was Aerodeth's mod. Turned out it was the U.S. expansion mod that was causing my game to crash. So I just took it out, put in Aerodeth's mod, his the patch for the version 1.31, and the new Volvo sign that you have to put in as well. They show a little three different mods that you have to put in for the mod to work correctly. It works fine. I got this truck as well as I got the VNL 670 as well as the 780. I'm not exactly sure which one I'm driving or which one I have, but they do look very similar to each other. Maybe when I'm done with this episode, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. I'll show you guys the Freightliner Classic if I remember, and I will show you guys the other truck of the Volvo. I don't remember buying any other trucks, but I've been on the rumble strips for a while. I like how you can hear the trucks a lot more clearly. Before they used to kind of be like electric sounding vehicles. You would just hear the sounding of them passing by, like that sound. But you wouldn't really hear any motor to them. And then I finally got on the SCS forums just to see what people are requesting for this game. And most people are requesting like dumb things like extra accessories for trucks. Nobody's really requesting any trucks. Maybe because everybody mods trucks, but I just don't. I mean, you guys know I talk about this all the time, bitch about it, whatever you guys want to call it. They have the rights to only 4 trucks, or 5 trucks, I think now. You would think that if they have the rights to Peterbilts, that they would have more than 2 Peterbilt trucks. The rights to more than 2. There's a bus simulator game out. There's farming simulator games that have, they do have a little bit more support behind them, but they have like so many different kinds of real life vehicles. For farming, I don't know much about farming, but I did play that game, and they have a ton of tractors. Bus simulator, they have Mercedes-Benz, MAN, Renault. I'm not sure of really, I don't know that much about bus simulators, but they have like 6 different companies of buses. Plane simulators have rights for Boeing, Airbus, and then that's the only 2 types of planes. As far as passenger planes, but they do have like Cessnas and Cessna Caravan and private planes that they do have like rights 10 different kinds of planes, but as far as, passenger planes like 737, 747s, it's just Boeing and Airbus. But if you just want like a single engine plane, they have, I don't know anything other than Cessna, but they have Cessna and they have a bunch of other ones. I don't know what they're called, but they have a bunch of other ones. I don't know what they're called off the top of my head. So you get what I'm trying to say. I mean, you guys have always known. I always talk about how they need to put more trucks in the game, but if you go to the forums and you look at suggestions for adding new content, all people ask for is more states and more accessories or certain trailers or like weird like stuff that like if it should there should be 800 pages of everybody saying trucks so that they get the message here, because all we're really driving when we put in models, I mean, yeah, they look like Freightliner Classic XL, but the models sometimes are buggy, sometimes they don't work. Now, if they came with the game, then we wouldn't have to put in all these mods, corrupt our game files, sometimes lose our profiles, and it would, you would only have, I personally, I think I would only have a couple mods in. I probably would still use mods for the stores and stuff like that, but this jake brake sucks. I need to get over. Whoa! Thanks, pal. Appreciate that. I was going a little too fast, but still. Go! You need maybe a back up a little bit for you? Now go. Go, dude. What am I stuck on? Nothing. Probably somebody behind me. No! What are you waiting for? This is really loud. Building up here. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna have to get a little bit of damage. Why is the damage not working? Kind of deserve that. I don't know why the damage isn't working. I still have no idea. I don't have any no damage mods. That is super loud. We're so far away from that thing, and that thing is loud. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're always working on this game, so it's tough to... I mean, they've been working on this game forever, and I'm not complaining about it, but there should be a time where, they're not working on the game, and we can, there's no bugs, and there's nothing that they're fixing, but at the same time, if that happened, then we wouldn't have any new content, new states, whatever, but it kind of sucks at the same time because the bugs that this game does have all the time, it doesn't seem like they ever go away. Oh, nice. Little tiny. When the game does have does have problems, it's normally because of mods. So, and like I said, I can't really live without mods. Terrain on this just turned green over there. That kind of sucks, but I really don't care. And those police stops, since they block an entire lane, you can't get past that at all. So, in order for you to get past it, you have to wait for traffic to clear in the left lane and then go over. And sometimes AI doesn't always do what they're supposed to do. But then again, back at that area, I was going way too fast, and I slammed on the brakes, and then, you know, the guy was trying to merge over, the AI was trying to merge over, but, you know, so that part was my fault, because I was just going way too fast. I got over way too quickly, but, like I said, when it does come to spots like that, where they're blocking an entire lane, everybody has to merge over. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting there forever, because the police situation doesn't resolve itself. It just sits there until you get, I mean, I think it just sits there forever, or it goes away after I'm gone, but they need to somehow fix that or update it or something to when you get up near it, maybe it resolves itself and the cars go off and we can continue driving instead of having to go around making a I didn't know this lane was closing in or ending. So yeah, I mean, there's no sense in me continuing to beat a dead horse and talk about trucks and maps, but it's been almost 3 years. We got 4 states. It's so crazy. Get off the phone, woman! Hey, you're far away. That's cool. I don't have to deal with your phone so close to me. How much fuel do we have? We got plenty of fuel. I should turn on sleeping again, since I turned it off so long ago. Turn on sleeping, turn on traffic offenses, and see how many laws I break. Those lights seem pretty bright, and the ones behind my truck are pretty bright as well. I wish I could fix that, but I continually deal with the same issue of either lights not being bright enough or lights being too bright. I haven't really paid attention much to the traffic, so it's 10:45 p.m. If we have any traffic coming towards us, see how bright the headlights are. Normally they're pretty dim, but those look pretty good. Normally, or you guys saw in the past episodes, they were very dim. They almost didn't look like they were on, but it could be just where we're at. We haven't been in Nevada for a while, or Nevada, upper Arizona, so I really don't know. Slam on your brakes. No? Look at that guy, he's riding it. Barely see his brake lights. Oops. Hit my wrist on the mouse. What are we in? 13th. 16th. I did set the gauge cluster or the display in the center to show me my gear, does it say next to it? N2? It shows 16 and N2 or R2. 300 miles. This truck has 352 miles or something like that. 1120. 1. Yeah, normally out here in like Arizona and Nevada, when it's dark, it's not really that dark because the sky is different. I don't know how to explain it, but it shows 11:30 p.m. and it doesn't look very dark. It looks like it's like becoming morning. And there's also, you can also see, if you pay attention enough to the sky, you can see all the lines in the sky. I don't know why that is. I haven't messed with my graphics settings at all. And like I said, it's on Ultra, but there's so many different things that you can change, so I might have to go back and check some of my options just to see, you know, what I have on. I know I have pedestrians on, pedestrians moving on. You can have pedestrians, but not without them moving, and every little bit takes up graphic card space, and it takes up, you know, more and more resource, I guess you would say, so that it's not all going to the game itself. It's going to little things like pedestrians walking around or moving around or whatever they are, and then it takes a little bit away from the sky. Or I know I have I have it on Ultra, but I have the camera or the mirror behind me to disappear. I think that's on like medium. It disappears rather quickly, as opposed to showing the distance behind me for a long time, or a lot more, however you say it. Coming up on page, we got 12 miles. Speed reduces ahead. Slow down a little bit. Stuff is moving around in the cab. And then I saw, let's see if I can remember what the company is called. Advanced Simulation. I'm going way too slow. That guy's gonna be able to. No, he didn't go. Advanced. I gotta make this corner. Looks good. And ASP is what it's called. Advanced Simulation something. Anyway, they make a controller that's not like an actual controller, but like it looks like the dash. It's probably the size of a license plate, maybe a little bit smaller than a U.S. license plate, and it has. I'm paying attention. I mean, I am paying attention, but I'm trying to do two things at once. Where am I going? Isn't there a back-end spot, or do trucks enter here? Car's gonna honk at me, but I don't care. I think there is. I think we have to actually go around. Oh, deliveries. Okay. So it looks like the size of a license plate. United States license plate. Square. Whoa, that's a lot of movement. And it has an actual trailer brake push-in switch. It's red. I think it's red or yellow. And then it has emergency brake, that's red, and trailer brake, that's yellow. Push-in buttons. It has a key to turn on the ignition. It has a horn button. But you have to assign all the ones that you want it to be, or you can just take it as it is, with either nothing on it or all, what they have on it. There's about 20 different buttons on this thing, ranging from turn switches to turn on your lights, flip switches to, turn on Jake brakes, or pretty much everything that's in a cab. Well, it's a little bit more simplified, but it's got that yellow and that red switch that's on the dash there. And I gotta see what I'm doing. Going. Here. Oh no, we're going over there. How are you gonna do that? Turn around. So yeah, it'll be quite hard to find. I had a hard time Googling it until I finally figured out what ASP stands for. Advanced Simulation. I don't think it's programs, properties. No. It's probably a really easy word that I just can't think of at the moment because I'm doing too many things at once. ASP controllers for American Truck Simulator, and you could probably figure out what I'm talking about. Alright, so let's turn our lights down. I'm gonna go all the way to the far one. Hey, a girl! Alright, let's make our way that way. Kind of blind. It's not bad to look out. Get out of the truck and look. Good there. As long as we don't go any more to the passenger side, we're fine. Okay, so we just turn with it at this point to let it cut it back. Oh, what did I hit? I hit something. Alright, let's see here. This is not a bad spot to be. It could be worse. No, I need to go this way. You go to the passenger side to get closer to those boxes, but not too close. Just slowly going backwards, not really moving much. Let's see. Doesn't look bad. Or we can back up anymore. No, it takes us out of the spot. That would be awesome if we could put it right up against the thing, but we can't. So forward, right there. Parking brake, engine off. That's pretty good for only one pull-up. Alright, let's decouple. Excellent, 403 miles, 9 hours and 38 minutes, 64 gallons consumed, $26,125 with 1,037 XP. We're still level 35. I'm gonna go out here real quick. Not that one. Just do this. Don't mind me. I'll put that up. Go here. Erase that. Not erase, but just get rid of it. So that's our Volvo that we have. It's got a little. It's Aridus model that. So this is a 670. We have a 780. So if I show you this one, we couldn't get the same girl in there for some reason, but this is just black, Route 66, mud flaps. You want to see the lights on. There's only a couple lights up here, down here. These come on as regular lights instead of fog lights. Interior, obviously the little GPS comes out of here. Steering wheel comes down. There she is. I got a little cooler box down there. That's pretty much all it is to this truck. So this one is, what's it called again? 780? 780. That one has 0 miles and says in Sacramento. And then the Freightliner Classic, I think, is black as well. Yep. I might change up the colors. I don't know. I always go between black and white, but this is basically it. You can't really do anything back here. I couldn't get the plane stack, so I got to deal with this when I'm looking in my rear view mirror. There's all these things you can do, but it's really not that much, really considering everything. You don't see the stacks, even though they're right there. You don't see them in your rear view, but aesthetically, it bugs me. I don't know. I just wish there were plain stacks. It's just got the regular FLB, like the Freightliner FLB. It's got the same kind of interior. The stick could have been a lot lower. I can't show you guys. It was like way down here. I put the second one on there. There's 2 of them that you could put either up high or down low. I made it up high. The motor in this is Caterpillar. And then, actually it is this one. This one is not an 18-speed, I don't think. It's a 13-speed. There's no 18-speed that I could find. I would have to put in another mod. And then it's got, this is what the other motor is, D16G750 Euro 5. Don't know what that means, but that's the only motor that's working for this truck. So that's what we're going to have to deal with for the moment. I think this is, I haven't, this is another truck that I made. Similar to our current truck, like I said. Well, not like I said, but similar to our other truck. It's got the newer lights on the front. I decided to go with these ones. They don't look bad. And then the newer lights on the back with, you know, all these cables. I didn't put as many lights as what's on my other one, but I wanted another 379. This is a 567 Penske. Doesn't look bad. 567 Peterbilt. 18 speed with a retarder. Cummins X15 605. You can have rear steer on some of these to where the back wheels turn as well, or either these ones turn or the very back ones turn. I would like to experience that, or at least try it out, but I just haven't done anything yet. And then I believe I showed you guys this one. This is what I'm going to use for heavy haul. Single cab, you know, I don't have the orange lights on top, but this is pretty much what I'm going to use for heavy hauling. Probably get rid of the 18 speed and put in something a little lower, depending on if it's long range or short range. There's so many different things you can do to it. Not so many, but there's, quite a few things that you can do to it as it is a stock truck. And then there is a new W800, I think it's a W800. Let's go to Kenworth. Let's just check it out real quick. Show you guys what I'm talking about. Why is that here? This is the Kenworth that you can mess around with. This is the stock Kenworth. You can customize it a little more than the stock version. Not much, but a little bit more. So I could put the girl in here. I could put her in there. You can't do that with the stock version. You can put those on or take them off completely. The bumper, oversized load. I don't know what is going on with this game and flags, but it's been crazy. You could put the lights on it like the 379, like the Peterbilt. You could put the TomTom in it. I don't know if this one has it. Oh yeah, it does have it right here. So basically that little thing I was talking about, it's probably about this size, if this size was real life. Doesn't have any gauges like that, but it has little twisty turn knobs, and it has these buttons that actually push in and push out. And it has a USB cable that plugs into your computer. And then it has like little on-off switches. It has those metal those little really thin toggle switches. It has push buttons that are like red. They're kind of about what if this size was real life on here. So that's what that thing is, and it's about $250. I don't have that money right now, but if I did and I was going to continue, I mean, I am going to continue this series, but if I really wanted to do that, I'd probably have to get a bigger desk, to lift my monitor up, or maybe put it on the wall, something like that. So I'm not really thinking about getting something like that yet, but I just wanted to tell you guys about it. I think these are Volvo dealerships. This one's a Volvo, this one's a Volvo, this one's a Kenworth. The Volvos just showed up. I didn't discover any of them. They just showed up when I put the mod in. So let's get back over here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you guys think about this truck. You want me to continue driving this truck, or drive one of my other trucks that you guys seen? Or I did download a Euro truck, which is it's a Mercedes-Benz cab over. And I don't know what it's called. I haven't installed the mod yet, but it is a cab over, and it's like a Euro truck. Let me know if you want me to drive that. Or I'll just continue showcasing random trucks, see what you guys think of them. Let me know what you guys think. If you don't want to let me know, whatever. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Or now I said that. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Take care. Peace out. Wait, that wasn't right. Take care. Peace out.